Welcome back to ASMR therapy. This is just going to be my second video ever on this channel, and I suppose the first video was just a sort of introduction. If you've not seen it, take a look. It was nothing super important. I figured in this channel, in this video, we would get started with sort of my goal, my plan. So I guess that's what we'll do. I'm always welcome to your comments and feedback, and especially your ASMR ideas, things you'd like me to do, to film. This one, before we get started with my topic, I thought I would show you this little thing. One of my favorite, I suppose you can call it a decoration in my house. It's glass, almost like a sphere, with it half cut off. It's not quite half. There's a little more than half here, but that gives you the idea. Made from glass, and it's pretty thick. You can see the edges are about as wide as my fingers, so it's a thick piece of glass. And on the bottom, it's kind of flat. There's a flattened piece here, so that it can sit up. Anyway, I love this little thing. This little piece of glass. You can put anything in it. You could put flowers, some dirt, and some flowers, or plants, or succulents, something, or whatever. In mine, I keep some stones. I've been quite interested in Reiki and massage therapy and all sorts of alternative energy therapies, and so I have a lot of these stones, and I keep them in here. Maybe I'll make a video one day about them, but I thought I could just sort of show them to you as we start our video. So if you're interested in these stones, maybe I'll make a video about them. I'm certainly no expert, but I chose each of them individually, and for a reason. So yeah, maybe that could be a topic for another day. Anyway, so these are some of my stones. Some of them are rounded and smooth, like this one. Some of them are a little bit more jagged. You can see they look more like they were pulled from a cave somewhere, and only slightly shaped, polished, like this. But anyway, there's plenty here, and lots of information. But the video is not about stones. It's about therapy, I suppose. Where do you start when you go to a therapist? What are the fears you have? Why do you even go? Why do you think you want to go? I've never been to one, and I'm a little bit skeptical. I've been to I suppose I've studied quite a bit of psychology in high school. I studied in a program where my focus was actually in psychology. That might sound strange to some of you as a high school focus, but I had that option and I did that. In high school, the more I studied psychology, the more I thought that psychology as a clinical profession will give the client more problems than they had before they sought out the psychologist. I'm not sure if I still feel that way. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Anyway, I had to study more psychology classes as I progressed through college. The more I learn, I'll tell you, I'm in the healthcare profession. The more I learn, the more questions I have, and the more fear I have, I suppose. I'm skeptical to go to a psychologist because I don't really think I have a problem. I don't think there's any problem necessarily, depending on your definition of problem. I think there's definitely things that I should talk about. And it's difficult to talk about some certain things with people who are close, right, in your life. I'm sure you can relate. So, who do you talk to? Sometimes you talk to your partner, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner. Sometimes you can't talk to them about some things. Sometimes you talk to a friend. This is rose quartz. I love this one. I'll show you some of my favorites actually in a moment. You can't always talk to your friend. Sometimes it's about your friend that you need to talk, or you're ashamed. You don't want your friend to know. So sometimes it's nice to talk anonymously. And these guys are the same. Polished and unpolished. They can hang out together. So maybe sometimes you should talk to a professional just to get some things off your mind that you feel like you can't talk to other people about. What happens if you can't afford it? What does an hour with a psychologist cost? I don't know. I've never paid for it. I've never not paid either. I've just not tried it. I'm sure it's not cheap. I'm not recommending that anyone not go and seek the help they may wish or need or desire just for financial reasons, but I recognize that Sometimes money is a barrier, both for medical treatment and maybe for psychological treatment. So maybe it's interesting to reach out to YouTube. Make these ASMR videos, talk about what's concerning me, what's on my mind. I feel like I definitely need it now, let's be honest. That's the purpose of this video anyway. So maybe talk about some things, and you guys are all welcome to provide your feedback. I make no guarantees that I will take it or want it or be receptive to it, but that's the nature of YouTube. You make videos, you put them, people watch, share, rate, comment. So I thought, I need to talk about a few things, maybe many things, and I can't, well, let's be honest, I can't really afford to go spend an hour every week or two or something with a psychologist. It's just not within my budget, and I can't expect my friends to take on such a task, or my partner. So in that case we have YouTube and you guys. So I suppose that's what we'll do. And as we progress, you guys will learn more and more about me. Maybe I'm talking too loud for your tastes. Maybe I'll start to whisper. I don't know. You can tell me if you think I should. Before I was filming some sand, some salt. Now I'm showing you some of my stones, some rocks, some gemstones. And I'm welcome to all of your feedback related to my videos, my topics, my thoughts. Maybe I'll even ask you for your opinions occasionally. That's kind of the idea. So as we progress, you'll learn more and more about me. And I'm making myself vulnerable here, so all I ask for is a little bit of respect for that and your comments. I know YouTube is a place where it's a place where negativity often thrives, and I expect some negative responses to my videos, but if you're generally interested, and not just out there to make rude comments, then I would ask that you try to be positive or encouraging, even if you disagree with something I'm saying. So I suppose that's it for my first video. I'm going to number these. I guess I didn't show you my favorite stones. We'll leave it that way. My favorites are those that are the most jagged, and somehow several of them ended up going back into the container at the same time. These are some of my favorites. We have a quartz and a rose quartz, an amethyst, and, oops, There are several stones here that are all claiming or are said to have different powers, different energies. Something that interests me. Maybe one day we'll talk about it. This is another one of my favorites. Looks like a little egg, little dinosaur egg. It's a really good one. Really powerful, this one. Anyway. In my next video, we'll get started talking about some of the things I wanted to talk about. So, I guess in the next video, video 3, the therapy will begin. So, thank you for watching. Please be sure to share this video if you can. Comment. You're welcome to comment, etc. And until the next time, I look forward to sharing more with you and for you to get to know me a little bit better from the next video.